Welcome back, folks, to yet another live stream. Tonight we're playing more Ace Attorney because once again I took another week off and I want to get this game done. So let's just do it. Now, we left off on a bit of an awkward note. My computer decided to crash mid-stream last time, and I had to work back to where we were, and then we did a little more investigation. We'll see how far we can get, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed. My computer decides to behave. Made sure to give it a good spanking, you know. Make sure it doesn't do it again. But who knows? She's a feisty one. Alright, so I believe we examined as much as we could, except there's this, which is new. What the hell is this? Full of ash. They must burn incense in here. So, I was wondering, Apollo, did the ash come from the incense sticks that were burned in this? Or do people put their incense in after there was already ash in here to hold them up? Don't be silly, Athena. The answer's simple. The ash is the product of prayers from the countless visitors who came here. So, it's not a chicken or the egg kind of thing. Oh, that's an interesting take on it. It's so much more poetic than mine. Really? That's all I got? Just some little quips about ash. Really? Okay. I feel like there should be something else in here. What about this one? Hey, look, Apollo. There's something in the ashes. Let's see what it is. Oh, a shiny. Give me shiny. Is that gemstone? Wonder what it's doing here. Got this one covered, Apollo. I like to hear my brilliant theory, she says with a peace sign. Well, I guess it wouldn't do any harm. You know how people make wishes by throwing coins in a fountain, right? Well, you know, on second thought, I'm good. What? You sure you don't need to hear my theory? I was just about to get to the good part. Let's just ask Emma. That'll be much quicker. Excuse me, Emma. What's this gemstone doing here? Oh, that's... Oh, right. It's not a gem, it's a button, albeit a very expensive one, from the victim's jacket. Is the jacket burned? Must have fallen off and gotten in there somehow. It's got like scorch marks on it and everything. See, every puzzle has an answer, Athena. Well, I thought my idea was pretty good. Wait, what's this what's with this soot? See here, on the gemstone. Hey, you're right. Gemstone added to the court record. Oh, we just took it? Alright. Nothing else? Guess not. Did we see everything? I'm gonna do the old sweep, you know? The up and down, the snake maneuver. Just to make sure I've gotten everything. Alright, everything is done on this one. We inspected that already. Inspected that. That's. Yep. Alright. How about this one? Yes. Oh, not this. Never mind, I did not mean to do that. Give me back. Here you go. It should be here. One of the statues is broken. Let's take a closer look. Uh-huh. Well, we got a candle. This thing's more splinter than statue now. The bullet from the victim's gun did a real number on it. Seems like something you'd get cursed for, you know? Happy post Thanksgiving to you too, Zaya. Oh, what's up, money? Yeah, nice to see y'all here. How y'all doing? In Minister Inga's case, I'd say getting your ticket punched is cursed enough. Yeah, but don't curses extend to the afterlife? You need to stop taking what Nayuta says so seriously. Well, I'm perfectly capable of thinking for myself. The game sure doesn't think so. Okay, there's a bullets, a Magatama design, and it's shiny. Well, I want the shiny first. There's something shiny down there. My loot brain. My loot goblin brain yearns for the shiny. Pendant. There's blood on it. I wonder who it belongs to. All I know is it's not the victims. No one in the royal family recognized it. Really? Whose is it? Emma, did you lift any fingerprints from it? I did, but I wasn't able to get a clean one. That's too bad. The blood turned out to be the victims. It means it must have fallen here in the course of the murder. It might be Dirk's. I should ask him about it later. Pink butterfly pendant. Well, I feel like the person most associated with the pink butterflies that we know of is either Nayuta or Reifa, right? Nayuta always has that butterfly that takes like 10 fucking minutes to land on his finger whenever he calls for it, like a Disney princess. And then what's her name? Reifa? I mean, she's like dressed like one, you know? Yeah, I know, right, Money? We're finally here. This case is crazy. It's a Magatama, I think. Did it come from the broken statue? Look, Apollo, there's another one. But the other statues only have one each. Hey, you're right. Maybe this statue was special or something. I don't think so. Must have gotten here somehow. I think we've covered just about everything. Oh, I don't have to inspect the bullet? Okay. Maybe we should go over what we've learned so far. For starters, we're dealing with a locked room murder. But instead of the tomb being locked, it was being cordoned off by the royal guard. And after the murder, no one was found to be hiding inside. Right. In addition, we also know that Dirk's fingerprints are all over the murder weapon. That knife. The curtain around the sarcophagus was drenched in the victim's blood on one side. The blood must have also gotten on the killer when they stabbed the minister from behind. Dirk also had blood on him when the crime was first discovered. Unfortunately, he doesn't remember what happened. Things aren't looking good for us. Are we cooked? I think we're cooked, folks. This is not good. So, what we know so far is things couldn't be worse for our case. And that's still an understatement somehow. Yes, Your Honor, My client simply forgot what happened in there while he was gripping the knife with his fingerprints on it and covered in the victim's blood. Yes, and no one else could have gotten in and out. How are we going to bluff our way out of this one, folks? Yeah, it's looking pretty grim. Oh, if you two are done here, I'll have to ask you to leave. Go on, scoot. Hey. Since when were you my boss? Something wrong, Emma? Why are you trying to give us the boot? It's just easier if you're not here when His Ephemeral Holiness arrives. His Ephemeral Holiness? Oh, it's Nayuta. I knew it. Speak of the devil. Prosecutor Sadmati. Detective Sky. Seems you've spoken at length with these two lawyers. I do hope you've also kept an eye on them. Yes, of course. Like a hawk. They didn't touch a single thing. Give a lawyer an inch and they'll take a mile. Never forget that. There's that look of distrust again. Hey, Nayuta. Do you really believe that Dirk's guilty? And are you seriously going to prosecute this case? I mean, he's your father. You were once part of the Defiant Dragons, weren't you? Hey, Nayuta, wait. I said wait. Go on, Athena, after him. Wait, why am I sending her? Oh, no, we're both going. Wait, no. I literally said go. Go, my servant. Go, my scarab. Send Athena on a fetch quest for real. Alright. I guess I can still take a look around. Just want to look at the statue again. See the bullet. Look, there's a bullet here. It's from the pistol the victim was carrying. My guess is he tried to shoot his attacker, but missed, and the bullet ended up here. I already determined the rifling marks to be a match to his gun. Rifling marks? Aren't those... Wait, why is Athena talking? Isn't she off trying to find Nayuta right now? I guess they expected me to view this before he showed up. A little oversight there? A bug, perhaps? Oh, shall I explain? The science behind it is absolutely fascinating. No, we're good. Lawyers think they're so smart. You do realize we can hear you. We already explained what they were in a previous game. I forget which one, though. Is it the, what case was that? Was that the one with the parrot? The Edgeworth case? I think that was the one. They were like, the rifling marks don't match or something. Or maybe it's that they did match. But anyway, I think we're done here. But where else to go? I don't know. Maybe we have to present something to her. Oh, we should go to Dirk, that's right. Go to Dirk, show him the pendant. Alright, Pops. Wait, never mind. Why are you here? I already sent you on your fetch quest. I guess Dirk is busy? I don't know. No, you don't. Would you stop already? Oh, okay. This was where we're supposed to go. You'd think that we'd have to at least step outside to this place before we got to the detention center, right? Like, it's not like we warped there. What do you want? About Dirk. Would you please hear me out? I fail to see why I should. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hold it!
Nayuda, are you afraid of what I might have to say? Not. Then there's no harm in listening, right? Very well. Speak. But make it quick. There is much I must do. Why does everything have to be so difficult with you? Prosecuting Dirk. So, I know you'll be prosecuting Dirk's case, but aren't there any other prosecutors in this country? Why does it have to be you? It's because they only have the budget for one prosecutor. They had him, what's his name, Inga, who was too busy doing fuck all, and then Mr. Payne, who got sent to the Shadow Realm. Her Eminence, Queen Garon, personally requested that I serve as prosecutor. She did? Oh, that would make it hard to say no. Her Eminence thinks highly of my prosecutorial skills. Still, she didn't have to ask you to handle a case against your own father. Be honest, you really don't want to do this, do you? And if Garon set him up to do this, then maybe she really is the true villain. I mean, that's only something a big bad would do, you know? Like, oh, you must kill your own father for the good of our nation. Yeah, I can see it happening. Ah, you speak of love and sentiment. I guess so. I do not deny such human emotions. But the law is the law. And placing personal feelings above it is beyond reprieve. Do you disagree? Well, no, I don't disagree, but civilizations only exist due to the confines of the law. Without them, love and sentiment would lack the fertile soil they need to flourish. Do you disagree? No, but the law must be obeyed. This truth sits above all else, including personal feelings. Therefore, whether or not I am the son of the accused is of no consequence. It is that simple. Or would you say otherwise? Yeah. But, come on, Apollo, tell him how wrong he is. But don't you wish it wasn't that way? He was like, really? That's the best you got? It appears I've wasted my breath on you. And the winner is Prosecutor Sadmati. Still spewing empty words devoid of meaning or consequence, I see. You putrid red pepper. Come on, he's your brother. You can think of a harsher insult than that. I know I'm right. Did he have to be so eloquent about this point? It's like he's trying to cover something up with his pretty words. Because he is. I can see you hurting inside, Nayuda. Apollo, I'd cut back on the debates with him if I were you. Just stick to questions like the one you wanted to ask. Oh, right. Who Dirk cares about? It's you, silly boy. Nayuda, I wanted to ask you about the hostage situation. Inga said he had someone dear to Dirk in the palm of his hand. Yeah, obviously it's you. And he was using that person, along with his hostage, as leverage in obtaining the orb. That's news to me. Well, that's what Inga said. You can kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye. My fate, my only, well, how shall I say, insurance, you know, Dirk. What? I've got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kinds of things I could do, right? Glad you're seeing things my way. Got the impression Dirk had no choice but following his demands after he heard that. So, who do you suppose this special person is, huh? I wouldn't know. This guy. This fucking guy. Bracelet's reacting. Hey, Nayuta. About what you just said. Ouch, my bracelet is crushing my wrist. Ouch, that really hurts. What the heck's going on? Did he just put a fucking curse on my bracelet? Anti-bracelet tech? This guy's OP. I'm wise to your tricks, you putrid pepper. That bracelet reacts to the anxieties of the people around you by squeezing your wrist. Now that I know how it works, I can make it tighten around your wrist anytime I wish. Consider this a warning. I don't know how he did it, but this renders my bracelet useless. Such devilry is powerless in the face of the Holy Mother's blessings. You can't override my mystic power with yours. That's not fair. Looks like your special power won't work against Prosecutor Senmati, Apollo. I'll have to try something else. You're right. Just have to ask Dirk about this. It appears you intend to go through with a trial you have no hope of winning. We're up, Mr. Justice. We are no longer children, you and I. You're right, Zaya. I have my little banana by my side. My banana was super hearing. I'm not the only one who needs to grow up, Nayuta. In case you didn't hear, I won my last case against none other than Mr. Wright. You tell him, Apollo. Yeah, the guy who swept you. I beat him. So, power scaling logic. I'm better than you. Is he mad? I can never tell with him. This trial is different. Your foolishness will only earn you a death sentence for aiding and abetting a criminal. And those who die as criminals are doomed to be reborn in the next life, something lower than a bug or vegetable. You'd be lucky to return to this realm as a patch of mold. Mold? That's pretty harsh. If you wish to avert such a fate, abandon this folly before it is too late. Honestly, being reborn as mold doesn't seem that bad, right? You're not conscious, so like, what does it matter? You're not conscious. I don't think mold lives for that long, so it'll pretty much be over before you know it. Easy peasy. I don't care if I end up as a dollop of blue cheese dressing in my next life. I'm going to defend Dirk in court. You fool. Know this. I intend to prosecute the accused with all my might, no matter what you say or do. Consider yourself forewarned. Now, you'll excuse me. I wouldn't mind being a mold that could infect Nayuta's food. Agreed. I don't know what's gone into that kid, but he's trying to fucking kill his dad, like straight up. And at this point, he's trying to kill me because that's what's gonna happen if he wins. And Athena too. Even catching strays. What does she do? Prosecutor Sadmani knows his father will be publicly executed if he's found guilty. And he won't show even an ounce of mercy. Nayuda, is this the real you? Have you really changed? Do you really plan on sending Dirk to his death? You even hear me? Don't Dirk and I matter to you anymore? To be continued. Is it trial time? I feel like we don't have much to work with all our evidence and stuff. This one. Oh shit, we're playing as Phoenix. Let's go. Do we get to go on our little buddy field trip with Edgeworth now? Finally? After Edgeworth just showing up for like 2 screens and he's like, oh yes, I am here. I must go. Farewell. A little vacation date. Maya passed out right after we found her in the tomb. I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. What did Maya do in there? She's been out cold ever since. We haven't been able to get a word out of her. The doctor said it's just exhaustion, but can't help but worry. You know, as nice as it is to see you again, Edgeworth, I gotta say, this model, like, posing of yours is goofy as hell. Like, dude, just seeing Edgeworth, like, look at you straight on, something about your face, man, is goofy. You're a goofy goober. What the fuck is that emote, man? Why does that look exactly like him? Glasses and all. What is it, Wright? Are you alright? Yes, I am Wright. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, just thinking is all. I'm glad you're here, Edgeworth. We wouldn't have gotten the permissions we have without you. Well, I didn't come all the way to Crane to be useless. And speaking of the investigation, I received a few things from Detective Sky. These should prove to be useful to us as well. His autopsy. Nice. The tomb diagram. Nice. Tomb crime photo. Nice. Can't thank you enough, Edgeworth. Honestly, I've been so lost without him these past few days. You there, the barbed head lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Huh? Hello? You're from the Garan Royal Guard, right? I am lucky. Oh, I get it. Royal Guard member of and Her Eminence's shoulder rubber. That's very specific. What an honor being her shoulder rubber. And what does the royal shoulder rubber want with me? Speaking of goofy looking, what the hell is that visor, man? Can you see out of that? Wait, come to think of it. Don't be absurd. I'm here for one purpose only. I am to bring you before Her Eminence, Queen Garon, Grand Priestess of Crane. Will you comply? Queen? What could she want with me? A private audience, oh my. And why does he have to shout like that? Can't fathom why Queen Garon would summon you. But I advise you to accept Her Eminence's gracious invitation. Royal shoulder rubber lackey, was it? May I join Mr. Wright in his audience with the Queen? The name's Lackey. L-A-H'-K-E-E, and all praise the omnipotent Queen Garon, for she has already foreseen and approved your request, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. You are both to come with me. Why do they talk like this? Why is the E at the very end of me like elongated? You mean to say Queen Garon sees our every move? Yes, indeed. Her Eminence's spiritual power is immense. She can even see what's going on thousands of miles away. Oh, can she now? Right. I fear I'll lose my hearing next if we don't hurry. So, they mentioned she can hear and see what's going on thousands of miles away. Perhaps that is her spirit channeling ability. Or super spirit ability. It's not spirit channeling, right? Channeling is when you're calling back the dead, but Garon could also have the ability to maybe... How do I fucking describe this? Astral project? That's how she killed Inga. Maybe she astral projected into fucking Dirk to kill Inga. Either Dirk or Maya, but it's probably Dirk, since Dirk was holding the knife and got all the blood all over him. Am I cooking? Did I burn the kitchen already? Yeah, me too. Why would the Queen herself summon me personally? What could she possibly be up to? Alright, Edgeworth, let's go talk to the king, I guess. Or queen, rather. Oh, shit. Hey, Rafe was there. Ah, the barbed-head lawyer has arrived. We bid you welcome. And you as well, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. It's a pretty badass cutscene. Thank you. This place is still as magnificent as last time. We've heard much about you, Barbed One. It seems your bluffs and tomfoolery tend to leave our court devastated in their wake. Is that what people have been saying about me? Right. Where are your manners? Your Eminence, I am both humbled and delighted to be in your presence. Oh, Your Eminence, I'm glad to be here. Looks like you're doing well. It is all right. There's no need to keep your head bowed all day. Yes, Your Eminence. Rafe is not looking too good. Oh, her dad just died. I guess even she can't just bounce back from her father's murder. So, what can I do for you, Your Eminence? We wish to question you about something related to the case at hand. Perfect, because I have a few questions of my own. Alright, talking time. Inga's crime. We fear we do not fully comprehend what has transpired. So it is that we summoned you here to further elucidate the situation. Is it true that our husband, Inga, had been seeking the Founder's Orb? That's right, he wanted to trade a hostage for it. That's why he abducted Maya Fey. Insolent fool! Katonk. Ow! That is a lie! A lie, I say! Father would have never done such a thing. That little sound effect is so cute. What? I will not stand here and listen to this nonsense. You will pay for this, you... What did I just say? But he did abduct Maya. That is... that much is... Okay, yeah. Oh, please, your benevolence. Is her staff a little squeaky toy now? That's adorable. is quite enough, Rafa. We understand your feelings, but we fear he speaks the truth. But we believe we know why your father would do such a thing. Huh? Yeah, I swear, every case in Korean, they make Rafa less and less of a threat. They just make her cuter, you know? More endearing. We believe he was seeking the orb as a means of obtaining spiritual power, and with it, he intended to usurp the throne. Mother? What do you mean, Your Eminence? Inga was planning a coup where he was dissatisfied with the current administration. And his secret police was the primary instrument of this treason. The secret police. Oh, they came up during the High Priest's murder trial too. An elite force under the direct command of the Minister of Justice. In this case, Inga. Man, why does everyone have private armies in this place? I mean, you have yours, Garon, Inga had his. The man who was hunting down rebels as Lady Kira was a member of that group. Indeed. Inga turned that once proud force into his own private army. And he intended on using them to launch a coup and assassinate us. So Your Eminence had no control over them. As much as it shames us to admit it, Korean is not the unified realm it would appear to be. We are truly sorry you have had to witness the dirty underbelly of our kingdom. How could Father... know that Inga could not have become king simply through assassination, or in Korean. Only those who possess spiritual power may sit on the throne. I see. That explains why Minister Inga was seeking the Founder's Orb. Bogdan, do you recall the man known as Peace, Love, and Understanding? What about him? I remember him. He too was involved in Inga's machinations. Inga had bought his loyalty, ordered the man to steal the orb, and covered up the theft. And then, he sent the orb to the US for Dr. Buff to study. Oh no, it's Phoenix. And then he sent the orb for the US for Dr. Buff to study. It's all coming together. The capture of the infamous villain Dirk Satmati. It may prove to be the crowning achievement of our reign. Now, perhaps the kingdom may return to the peace it once knew. What a joyous day. Hail to Her Eminence, Queen Garon, Grand Priestess of Korean. There's no way she's not the main villain. Her Eminence's spiritual power invoked a blessing straight from the Holy Mother. I could see how her cronies would be elated at the prospect. But the Queen herself seems almost giddy for someone whose husband was just murdered. Father. Rafa, on the other hand, doesn't appear to be taking it so well. About that incident that occurred 23 years ago, the one in which Dirk was accused of assassinating Queen Amara. Yes, he set fire to her private residence, burning my dear sister alive. Murdered by arson. Alright, let me make a prediction. We're going to find out that the person behind that was also you, Garon, so that you could take over the throne instead of, Dirk. Only a demon would be capable of such a heinous crime. That event also set the stage for you to become queen. What did you do before you were crowned queen, Your Eminence? As part of our training to be queen, we served in many different governmental positions, the longest of which was the previous Minister of Justice. It was in that position that we were best able to support our elder sister, Queen Amara. Interesting. It's her husband's position, or at least it was. And when you ascended to the throne, you passed the Defense Culpability Act. Huh. You passed it, but why? those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. What prompted you to pass something like the Defense Culpability Act, Your Eminence? The assassination of our dear sister Amara. When the infamous villain Dirk Sedmati was apprehended, he announced that he would act as his own lawyer. That's right. Dirk used to be a lawyer. Dirk had been an extraordinarily talented lawyer, and highly esteemed by the people. But he falsified evidence in an attempt to win his own case. I see. But when the truth of his fabrications and the assassination of the Queen came to light, people were devastated. Interest in the legal system plummeted. Now, why does that sound so familiar? Yeah, dual destinies in a nutshell. Yeah, I wonder. Why are you looking at me like that, Edgeworth? Crane. The Hall of Justice is a sacred space where victims receive their last rites. Should the people lose their faith in it, the kingdom would be shaken to its very core. That is why the Defense Culpability Act had to be passed. It was the only way to keep our legal system from tumbling into the abyss. So that's how you sought to eliminate the use of perjury and phony evidence, huh? That law is what made lawyers go extinct in your kingdom. Yeah, trying to solve one problem, you just made a bigger one. Now there's no one left to defend those who've been accused. We see how you could take issue with such a reality. However, we have not banned the act of lawyering itself. Those who are confident that they can prove their client's innocence are always welcome to mount a vigorous defense, as you yourself has shown. Well, I guess so, but without lawyers, there's the possibility of false charges being filed and prosecuted. So long as our prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials, there needn't be fear of such nefarious dealings. Do you disagree? Perfect prosecutors and their perfect trials, huh? Yeah, in your dreams. Let's not get started down this path. Furthermore, here in Korean, we have the divination seance. And so it is we no longer need lawyers, for the dead do not lie. Well, in the short time I've been here, I've beaten back false charges twice. And I found that cases built on the memories of the dead are less than perfect. So yes, I do take issue with the Defense Culpability Act, to say the least. Oh my god, she has the ho-ho-ho laugh? The ho-ho-ho Ojo-sama laugh? Yep, she's the bad guy. Such relentless rhetoric. Your reputation precedes you, Barbed One. It feels as if we ourselves are being cross-examined. Oh no, that wasn't my intention. It is true that some feel that the Defense Culpability Act is a necessary evil at best, but it is a small sacrifice upon which the peace of our kingdom has been forged. Consider executing innocent lawyers a small sacrifice, then sure. The fact is that following its passage, the crime rate here in Korean dropped markedly. Therefore, we have no regrets concerning the enactment of the Defense Culpability Act. I wonder if this game is like somewhat of a commentary on how Japan does things, about how their conviction rate is like super high, you know? Really? None at all? Right, why don't we leave it at that? This isn't a court of law after all. Yeah. About the Founder's Orb that was to be exchanged with a hostage. It went missing after the murder. Would you happen to know anything about that? It's missing? I'm sure Dirk had it when we went into the tomb. If it wasn't there, I have no idea where it could be, Your Eminence. In that case, then perhaps Dirk has hidden it somewhere. Incidentally, there is the matter of that horned youth you were with. Oh, you must mean Apollo. His odd hairstyle. We may assume him to be a relative, perhaps your younger brother. He's my son. No. No, you've got it all wrong. He's Dirk's son. Well, more like foster son. They're not actually related by blood. Dirks? Royal Guard? Your Eminence? Hmm? What's she whispering in that one guy's ear? Thank you for your time. The two of you may go now. Sus. Very sus. Yes, Your Eminence. We'll be on our way. Okay, now what? Paul and Athena have the murder scene investigation covered, so... maybe we should go speak with the locals over the bazaar. Alrighty. Edgeworth, let's move out. What? Was that a lion? Oh, that caught me by surprise too when I first heard it. Cry of a local bird known as a warbad. Wait, really? Did it cry before? I feel like this is the first time I'm hearing it. Bird? Sounds like that? Roar. That's more like a beast than a bird if you ask me. It's a form of mimicry. You know, to help protect them against predators and stuff. Yes, well, can't say I've heard one quite like that before. No, it's more than unusual. It's endangered. Extremely rare to encounter one in the wild these days. If it's so rare, then what's one doing out here in the middle of the bazaar? You got me. Maybe it's got something to do with it being their national bird. Was that a gunshot? Har 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 har. Startle ya, PW? Pirate? No. It's fucking Dots. What's that, Dots? Just open fired in the bazaar. The Defiant Dragon's newest weapon. I call these puppies Dragon Snot Snaps. Uh-huh. And you need those. Why? Because our hard work is starting to pay off. Thanks to our TV signal hijacking and stuff, more and more people are joining our cause. Hey, is it alright for you to be out here in the open right now? Wanted rebel? You're probably wearing the Defiant Dragon's armband right now? But on account of that, the regime's been cracking down on us real tough-like. Yeah, there's been a lot going on lately. You'd say that again. I mean, what with the High Priest's fake murder / suicide? People are calling it the DCA tragedy, and it's causing a real public uproar. Hopefully this means Taurus' death won't be in vain after all. So how exactly is a handful of firecrackers going to be of help to you guys anyway? Simple. First, I supply them to our fellow rebels. Then, we use them as a diversion when we need to shake Garen's goons. Huh? Like this. Whoa! You cut that out. I'm not with the regime, and I'm not chasing you. Your reaction. That was priceless, PW. Oh, I guess I startled that warbad too. It's a miracle no one's trying to arrest him while he's too busy. Oh, yeah, okay, you there. Oh, hello. You are one of those insurgents, are you not? Yikes! That. Eek! And he's gone. Oh. Am I Phoenix Wright? Or am I psychic? Or both? Those firecrackers are more useful than I thought. Barbed head? Your benevolence. What can I do for you? I wanted to speak with you. Really now? About what my mother said. I do not believe a word of it. My father could not have been planning a coup. Well, I can understand why you'd feel like that, but... It was a setup. Someone must have been plotting against him. And how do you know that? I just do, as the Holy Mother guides me. And as the Royal Priestess, I must uncover the truth for all to see. Maybe this is just how Raifa expresses her sense of duty. You're investigating this matter, are you not? Then rejoice, for I shall accompany you and bestow upon you the Royal Priestess's wisdom. Oh, how nice. We get to go on our little traveling trip with Edgeworth and our new adoptive daughter, Raifa. Isn't that great? Our family's growing bigger by the day, Phoenix. I love this pose that she has. She looks so proud of herself. That's the best news I've heard all day, Your Benevolence. No one would dare get in our way like with Raifa by our side. We humbly accept your offer, don't we, Edgeworth? As you wish, Wright. Excellent. Then let us begin with my father's private quarters. We should be able to find some clues there. I shall expose this false charge for what it is, if it is the last thing I do. Could it be? Is the reason she's so defensive about Inga because she's a daddy's girl? Barbed, let us not waste any time. My father's private quarters are located within the royal residence. Now, follow me. Oh, there she goes. Wait, she's sure in a hurry. Right. The minister's private quarters may hold evidence related to this murder as well. Yeah, maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. Raifa's awfully fired up. I just hope she'll be ready for the truth we find. After all, it's hard to believe that Inga was not in full control of the whole affair. The royal residence. Now, to figure out which of these buildings houses Inga's private quarters. I mean, Raifa knows. That's where we found Raifa. It's probably the one with all the footprints in front of it, no? And that's what I call an extravagant exterior. Is this where Inga's private quarters are? Watch your step, Wright. That urn's been knocked over, spilling water everywhere. Yeah, the ground's soaked. Wonder who did this. Sob. I think someone's in there. Sob. Father. Is that Princess Raifa? There are still so many things I wish to tell you. She always puts on such a brave face. Hearing her crying all alone, I can't help but think of Trucy. It's okay, Phoenix. You can adopt another daughter. Trucy would love the company. Princess Raifa, are you in there? Just a moment. I'll be right out. Must protect. I see you're finally here. Well, let us commence our investigation, shall we? Your benevolence? Maybe you should rest for a minute first. You weren't eavesdropping on me, weren't you? No, I mean, yes. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. It wasn't like I was spying on you or anything. You stupid barbed head. Ouch! You could have feigned ignorance. It's as if your brain-to-mouth filter shuts off the moment you step out of the courtroom. I'm not that bad, Edgeworth. God, they're such a married couple. Anyway, what took you so long? I thought you would never get here. You have a lot of nerve keeping a crown princess waiting. Oh, sorry? This was my father's residence. I've already unlocked it, so you can go right in. Oh, and be careful. Some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there. Dingbat dog? That's right. A yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth. Wonder how it got into this area. Do you know what it looked like? Better things to do than to memorize what some stray dog looks like. A dog? Don't tell me it's Shadow, right? Anyway, it's not worth talking about. Let's search my father's room, shall we? I really hope she's alright. Let's go. Inga's private quarters. Damn, look at this place. It's all gold. This fucker has a statue of himself. A whole ass gold bust of his own image right next to his bed. Wow. What a piece of work. What a mess. You can definitely tell a guy used to live in this room. Oh my god. Is that chair in the shape of his own outfit? This guy. This fucking guy. I'm glad he's dead. Did Rafa hear me? Hopefully not. Ugh, this staff keeps getting in the way. Nana? Oh. Huh? Where's Nana? Normally. A little Wikipedia. On call. She comes running whenever Rafa calls. Oh, thanks for the drink water. Money. I will do so right now. Wait, Nana's fucking dead? Hold on. Nana is what? Oh well. You, barbed head. Come, hold the staff for me. Why me? The staff that bonked me in the head so many times? Just take it. It's too heavy, and I'm tired of holding it. How does Nana put up with this day in, day out? I'll just set it over here for now. Kidnapping. Barbed head? I, the royal priestess of Korean, shall share my thoughts on the abduction. You will. Listen carefully, for such opportunities do not come often. Yes, of course. We'd be grateful to hear anything you'd like to share. My father was very likely seeking to obtain the Founder's Orb, that we know, but it was not for the purposes of a coup d'etat. It was all for my sake. For your sake? The Founder's Orb is capable of bestowing great spiritual power. My father truly believed that. And he wanted that power to be mine. I haven't finished my training, and I still can't channel spirits. He was doing it for me. Right, I see. Well, do you understand why he did it now? And your proof is... what? I do, but... it changed the fact that Menestrenga was a kidnapper. But I guess you don't believe he is, do you? Oh... new information is sure to surface upon further investigation. Suffice to say, he did this all for me. End of story. Was he really trying to obtain the orb for Rafa? Somehow I doubt it. Speaking of powers, what if Rafa will be performing the divination seance tomorrow? Yeah, see what your dad saw. Should probably ask her about that. Nina. Your benevolence, I noticed Nina isn't with you today. I know not where she has gone, but she's missing. I've not spoken with her since this morning. I assume she must be quite busy today. I did catch a glimpse of her a little after 2 o'clock. I tried calling out to her, but she went off somewhere again. A little after 2. It's about an hour before the murder. Indeed, all the times for this to happen. She normally comes to me the moment I call her name. I know it's hard to believe, but even nannies have lives, you know. Your inability to find her after the murder is slightly alarming. One of her absences is related to today's incident somehow. You think she was unwittingly caught up in them? Who knows? At the very least, I don't think she was at the scene of the crime. Nina, I hope she's alright. Rafa seems really worried for Nina. I take it you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance? Wait, no, that's Phoenix. I take it you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance? Who else if not I? Good point. Thing is, divination seances are all about what victims experienced in their final moments. So tomorrow, Rafa will experience her own father's death exactly as it happened. Ugh. More than anyone should ever have hoped to deal with. Do you really have to go through with the seance tomorrow? There's really no one else? What about just calling the whole thing off? It's not as if I'm doing this because I want to. No? Never mind. I misspoke. The divination seance is a very important duty of the royal priestess. And it is one I intend to fulfill. There's that one word, duty. Duty. Your benevolence? As crown princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. It means there will be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy, and what is true and what is false. Most importantly, what role you must play therein. I wonder if I'm even up to the task. Performing the divination seance is very important for a priestess, but duty or not, it's a heavy burden for someone so young. Even worse, she'll be forced to watch her father's murder. Won't be a weight too heavy for her to bear. Your benevolence? Has Nina served you long? Yes. She has been at my beck and call for as long as I can remember. I've heard she even carried me as an infant right down to changing my diapers. Your diapers? Almost sounds like she could be your mother. Indeed, but that is not a simple fact of life. There ain't a life when your mother is busy being queen. Nana takes care of my every need. She's my teacher in all things as well. Rafa's pool of knowledge seems rather lopsided in some respects. Could it be the result of Nana's teachings? Nana, could it be that my trusted confidant has come to dislike me? Now that I think about it, perhaps I've been acting rather spoiled as of late. Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. Yes, I suppose Nana would never really abandon me. Unless she is dead. On a return, I will do something nice for her. Perhaps she'd like a shoulder massage. Yeah, I can't shake the feeling that Nana's connected to this case in some way. Should I continue? I am feeling a little tired right now. That's a lie. I'm feeling really tired right now. Pretty drowsy and stuff. Maybe we'll leave it at that. A little short and sweet one today. I'll try to be back Wednesday for more of this. I think we've made some pretty decent progress. What do y'all think? This is a good place to stop? With a depressed Rafa? I think so. Alright. Also, I'm just that tired. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream as much as I did, as short as it was. Like I said before, I'll try to be back in a few days. Moist Eternity, so look forward to it. Hopefully we'll get to a trial soon. But until then, have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and be well.